When it comes to social media and your business, I'm curious what shows up for you. What do you feel? What do you notice? Right? Do you have all the systems set up for all the social media, all the things, right? Um, do you love it? Does it feel overwhelming? Do you ever get into that place where you're like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to say to make the person click the thing and do the thing and buy the thing and right? Okay, so I'm bringing all of this up because recently I shared just I've been really questioning and getting curious to what it looks like to honor my value of connection in social media. And I want to share with you a quick story. And then I also want to share with you today something that I'm totally testing, a little behind the scenes look at what I'm doing with social media right now. Just if it inspires you and if you want to be a part of it with me, you can absolutely do this. It's just totally light, totally fun. But I want to share a story. So back in 2019, in the summer of 2019, which can you all believe that that was like 3 years ago? That's insane. Back a couple years ago, um, a lot of things in my life started shifting and started moving. My husband was diagnosed with melanoma and had to have surgery to remove that from his hand, and that turned into a big thing. Um, we were matched with our birth mother, who was so amazing to choose us to be the parents of our son, James. And in all of this, I had been building a team and I had been growing. And the next logical step in the process of what I was taught and what is often shown to us here on social media, and I think it has actually created a really negative impact. But there was this conscious decision that when my son was born, I was going to step out of the social media part of this. We were going to reuse a bunch of content and hire a social media manager to repurpose it and to brand it and to do all of the things when it came to social media. And in this time, I've had multiple people over the course of years take over the social media part of my business. And in that time period, right, this was consciously done. We had our son, it was amazing. And taking time to be mom. And then COVID hit, right? And it's just been like, I think all of us have just been kind of feeling like that chasing and all these dominoes and all these things and all that stuff. So best practices, following the logical advice, right? I removed myself from the creation of social media. And I know, right? I know that we're told we have to post consistently 3 to 4 times a day. It feels like you have to have this branded content, right? And it's perfectly branded and it says the right thing and it has the call to action and it does the blah, 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 blah. And I was happy to release it because social media has become, I don't know, I feel like so many coaches and service providers and like we get into this work to help people, and then all of a sudden we're like on this never-ending social media content creation thing, right? And I want to say, if you need help with this, absolutely go to Arisha Creative, Tamika Awai. I have an interview with her somewhere on this page. She's amazing. Her team is genius with helping you work through this. But what I realized is, in these past couple of years, because I pulled myself out of the social media part of things, I lost connection to my voice and my message. And I felt this pressure that if I'm going to speak, I now have to speak under this beautifully branded umbrella of what I've created. right? Before making this decision, body mind coaching always, it was like I got to grow and evolve and share and connect and say it was on my heart and on my mind. And because I was following that energy, this amazing thing got to be created called body mind coaching, right? And it was like that energy filled me, right? And I love to share and I love to talk and I love to process. And somewhere in this decision, what happened was I now had to fit myself inside this brand that I had created. And I now had to say things to make this brand happy. And I had to fuel this thing, this brand that I had created. I had to maintain it. And it felt like I started to question myself. I started to question my voice. And it just kind of snowballed. And so the past couple months, and especially the past couple weeks, especially if you follow me on Instagram at Laura Wick, I've been playing with something new. And what I've been doing is I'm calling it the Let It Be Messy challenge. The Let It Be Messy social media challenge. And this is a challenge that I am doing for myself. I have a goal to create 100 messy posts. And what I'm doing is when I feel inspired, right, like social media is here to connect with other people, but you first have to be connected to yourself. And so in an effort to connect back into my voice, to connect back into what wants to be shared and heard and put out into the world, I'm doing this Let It Be Messy social media challenge. 100 posts, right, over the next 90 days. Ideally, you could probably do it in 30, and that would be even more fun, but I'm letting myself off the hook. And what's happening is if I feel inspired to share something, I have 20 minutes between idea and posting, and that's it. And I share it. And I'm calling it the Let It Be Messy challenge because my head says this is messy. My head says this needs to be perfect. My head says, oh, you need to have the content calendar and all the things. But what I'm finding is that when I'm acting from this aligned space of what wants to be shared, I feel more connected with myself. I'm actually getting people who are messaging me and saying, oh my gosh, I don't know what you're doing, but I love every word that you're writing right now. Oh my goodness, your emails just totally connect to everything that you're saying. I'm releasing this need to get it right, to have the sale, to do the thing, and just simply saying, what is in my heart to come out today? And I'm putting it out there, right? Sometimes it's personal, sometimes it's business, sometimes it's something super random, right? And so I wanted to share this with you because I think a lot of times, because I know a lot of folks, you follow me, your business owners, your service providers, your coaches, there's like this whole swirl with this work. And I remember, part of what's happening is I remember way back in the golden days when this whole social media thing was a brand new experiment. I just remember people sharing what's on their hearts and finding connection in the everyday. And we weren't trying to brand shit. We weren't trying to sell things. We were simply showing up as human beings who wanted to connect. And that is the energy that I crave. Why do I have to put 50 million steps between that energy? What if I simply let it be messy and share it? And it's been a fun little experiment. If you want to join me in this, I would love for you to do that. This is just an invitation, right? The Let It Be Messy social media challenge. What I would love for you to do is just post, right? So let it be messy. I've been writing notes and screenshotting stuff, just taking fun pictures, genuinely not overthinking it. I post when it feels good. I don't worry about it when it doesn't. There's no pressure. That is how I operate. If you're a systems person and you're like, oh, cool, like 8 a.m. to 8:20 a.m., I'm going to post something and not think about it, right? However you operate, but the goal here is between idea to posting, 20 minutes. After that, I'm making it way too complicated. And it's been a lot of fun. So if you want to join me, awesome. Be like, yes, I'm going to do that. I'm in, right? And I would love for you to maybe tag me, especially on Instagram is where I hang out at Laura Wick. I hang out a lot there. So just tag me. Hey, let it be messy, right? The Let It Be Messy challenge. Um, Tag me, say hi. I want to see it. I want to like it. I want to be a part of whatever it is that you're creating. So have fun with that. Let me know how it goes, and I will talk to you soon.